Hey, what's up? It's William from Rocket Zero and welcome to another pixel art tutorial. In this video, we're going to be building Pascal from the movie Tangled, and we're going to be using a heck of a lot of blocks, and that's going to be our black, our lime, our green, our light blue, our pink, our red, our light gray wool, our brown wool, and then our white wool. So now, let's get started. But before we do, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, go ahead and click that notification bell, or should I say lick it, so you're notified when we post a new video. And now, let's get started. Alright, so we're going to begin our little chameleon buddy by placing two black wools on the bottom row, like floor level area. Now after those two black wools, we're going to have one black wool on the left, and then across that black wool, we're going to place three black wools to the right. Then we're going to go up by 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now above this fifth block of black wool, we're going to place one green and then a black on the left, black on the top, and then on the right we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to focus on building the outline of our little Pascal. Now hopefully I'm saying his name right, not sure how to pronounce it. Anyways, so yeah, make sure to pause it whenever you need to. I am going to be taking a lot of steps throughout the video, giving you guys an opportunity to hit pause, just in case you need a little bit of extra building time. So now let's continue. We're going to add 3 blocks of our black wool going to the left, with one on the right, and then one diagonal on the left. Then we're going to have 2 black wools going to the left, and then we're going to have one diagonal on the left side. And then we're going to go down by 3, so 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to have 2 black wools to the right. And then we're going to have one on the right side. And below that one, we're going to have 3 going to the left. Then we're going to have one diagonal going down and to the left. And then below that, we're going to have 2 going to the left. Then we're going to have 2 diagonals, but they're going to be like this. And then above this black wool, we're going to add 3 black wools to the left, with one diagonal, and then 3 on the top going to the, can I get there? To the right. Oh, what a mess. So make sure you guys have this. Then we're going to go up by 1 black wool. Then we're going to move to the right and go up by 2. Oh my god, what am I doing? There we go. Make sure you guys have those 2. I don't know why I can't build today. Maybe because it's too early in the morning for some pixel art, but that's never the case. So let's keep going. What we're going to do is that we're going to have 1 diagonal black wool, and then we're also going to have 2 black wools going up on the right, and then 1 more diagonal. Now we're going to go back down to this 2 black wools going up, and on the left side we're going to add 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to go up, and we're going to add 1, 2, and 3. So make sure that you guys have 4 and then 3. Then you're going to have 2 going to the left. And then finally, well, I guess not finally, because we got a lot more to do. We're going to have 3 diagonal black wools. So we have 1, then we have 2, and then we have 3 diagonal black wools. Then what we're going to do next is that we're going to go up by 8 on the left side. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Amazing, we did it. Now after those 8 black wools, we're going to have 1 diagonal going to the right. And then above that 1 diagonal, we're going to have 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal on the right. So once again, make sure you go up by 8. Then 1 diagonal, 4. Then we have 1 diagonal, and we're going to have 3 going down on the right. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to have 1 diagonal on the left. And then below that on the right, we're going to have 1, 2, 3 black wools. Then what we're going to do, so we're just going to place a temporary block, and then to the left of that temporary block, we're going to go up by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then let's go ahead, take out the temporary block, and then above here, we're going to have 2 black wools going to the right. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal with 2 black wools on the bottom going to the left. So make sure you guys have that for his cute little tail. Alright, cool. So let's continue. What we're going to do is that down here we're going to have 3 diagonal black wool. So 1, 2, and 3. Now after those 3s, we're going to drop down and we're going to have 8 going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now after those 8 black wools going to the right, what we're going to do next is that we're going to have 7 diagonal black wools going up and to the right. So here we go. Remember, we're going to have 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So let's just recount it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, after those 7 diagonal black wools, we're going to have 2 black wools going to the right. Then we're going to go up, and we're going to have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I saying? Oh my god. We're going to have 4 black wools going to the right. I don't know what's wrong with me. Now, after those 4 black wools going to the right, we're going to have 1 on the right. And then on the right of that, we're going to have 3 black wools like so. So make sure you guys have those 3 black wools on the right. And then on the top here, we're going to have 3 black wools. So 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal. And then below that diagonal, we are going to have 4 going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to go up, and we're going to have 2 black wools going to the right. Then we're going to drop down, and we're going to have 3 black wools going down on the right side. So 1, 2, and 3 with 1 more black wool on the right. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal black wool. And then we're going to go down by 5. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So make sure that you guys have those 5 black wools going down on the right side. Then we're going to have 2 diagonal black wools like so. Then we're going to drop down, and on the right we're going to have 4 black wools. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So make sure you guys have those 4 black wools going down on the right. Then what we're going to do is that we're going to have just 2 diagonal black wools going down and to the left. So make sure you guys have this. And then what we're going to do next is that we're going to have 7 black wools going to the left. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So make sure you guys have those 7 black wools going to the left. But before we get started over here, we got to go back to the right because we're going to go down by 2. Then we're going to drop down, and we're going to have 3 black wools going to the right. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go down by 1. Then we're going to have 1 diagonal to the left and 1 diagonal to the right. So you have those 2 that are basically slanted. And then below this black wool, we're going to place 4 going to the left. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to go up, and we're going to have 2 black wools going to the left. Then we're going to drop down, and we're going to have 2 black wools going to the left. And then we're going to have 2 diagonal black wools like so. Whoops. Like so. And then on this right side, we're going to go up by 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So awesome, awesome, awesome. So make sure you guys have this. Then what we're going to do next is that we're going to shimmy to the left. And over here, we're going to have 2 black wools going to the left. Just like so. Then we're going to drop down, and we're going to have kind of a weird shape. It's going to be 1, 2, and then 3 blocks like so. Then over here, we're going to have 1 diagonal on the right. And then on the bottom here, we need to have 2 black wools. Just like that. And then we need to have 1 diagonal going up and to the left. So make sure you guys have this. Now, what we're gonna do next is that let's go ahead and take a big step back. Here we have the outline for Pascal. We still have a lot more detail to do. But first, make sure that you guys have this outline before we continue. And we're gonna continue by going down here. So let's go to this ground level. And we're gonna skip just 2 blocks. So we're gonna skip 1, 2, and then here we're gonna add 1 block. Then we're gonna have 3 black wools going to the right. And then we're going to have 1 diagonal. And then we're going to have 2 black wools going to the left. And then right here, we're going to go up by 9. So here we go. We're going to go 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So make sure you guys have this for the outline. We still have a little more detail to go in the middle, but first, make sure you guys have this. I'm really happy with it so far. Hopefully you guys are too. And I'll let you know, let's keep this good momentum going. What we're gonna do is that right here, we're gonna add 1 green wool. Below this green wool, we're gonna place 4 black wools going to the right. So I know that's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna add 2 diagonals like so. So amazing. Make sure you guys have this. And then what we're going to do is that we're going to have 4 black wools going up right here. So here we go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to move to the right, and we're going to go up by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then finally, we're going to have 1 more diagonal black wool, and we have the outline of our Pascal. Now here it comes. The tricky, the icky part of the tutorial, which is going to be all of the blocks of detail, which is a lot of them. So let's start doing it in sections. I am kind of filling this area right here. So we're going to start with our lime wool. And what we're going to do is that we're going to go ahead and we're going to go here. We're going to place 1 lime wool here. Then on the right, we're going to go up by 6 till we hit that block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're also going to fill in this gap. Remember, we are filling this in together. Then we're going to go here. Above this black wool, we're going to add a lime. We're going to skip a block and add a lime. Then we're going to go back up here. And we're going to place 2 lime wools. And then we're going to add 2 diagonal lime wools. So make sure you guys have this for the left side of your Pascal. Now we're going to go to this little leg. And for that, we're going to start right here in this empty spot. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to start in the middle here. And we're going to go all the way up till we hit that block. And if you want to count it, it's going to be 7. So make sure you guys have that. If you want to count it, it's going to be 7, like I said before. Now, what we're going to do over here is that we're going to add just 2 lime wools and 1 lime wool on the right. Now we're going to go to this little leg, and in this little leg, we're going to add 1 lime wool here, and then another one there, and then 2 on the top here. So make sure you guys have this so far. Pause it if you need to. Now we're going to go back up here because we're only doing this section. Do you guys see this line where my crosshairs are at? We're going to do that later, but we're only doing this left side first. So for this left side, what we're going to need to switch to is that we're going to need to switch to our light blue. Alright, now for our light blue, we're going to go down here. And we're going to start by placing 2 light blues just like that. Then on the left side of this light blue, we're going to go up by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So make sure you guys have those 5. Then on this left side being connected, we're going to go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to have 2 diagonal light blues here. So 1 and 2. Then we're going to go up here and we're going to add 2 light blues connected. We're going to place 1 green wool on the left. And then to the left of that green wool, we're actually going to place 1 light blue. And then we're going to have 3 light blues like here. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 on the right. I'm going to explain it again because even that was confusing for me. So what we're going to do is that after we place that 1 green, you're going to place 1 light blue. You're going to skip a block and you're going to place 2. And then on the left side, you're going to go up by 3. Now we're going to move to the left here. Do you guys see these 2 black wools? Well, we need to add 3 diagonal light blues like so in that little area. And now we need to go back to our lime wool because we need to do a little bit more detail here. So let's get started. What we're going to do is that we're going to go to the top here and we're going to have 4 lime wools. Then we're going to drop down and we're going to have 3 lime wools. Then we're going to drop down and we're going to have 2 lime wools. We're going to drop down again and we're going to have 2 lime wools. And then we're going to drop down again for the final time and have 2 lime wools. So make sure you guys have that. And actually we're going to add 1 more lime wool. So make sure that you guys have this on the top left part of your Pascal. Now we need to go back up here on the right. We're going to add 2 lime wools. And then we need to have 4 diagonal lime wools. So here we go. We're going to have 1, then 2, 3, and 4. So make sure you guys have those 4. Then we're going to jump to this spot here. Do you guys see this? I believe it's 4 black wools going up. Well, we're going to have 3 lime wools on this left side. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 1 diagonal. And now what we have left to do is that this entire left side of our Pascal will be filled in with green. So I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. And once again, it's going to be this area of the leg, this part of the torso and tail, and then this leg as well. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that in, and I'll be right back. Alright, and that's what the left side should look like. Now this whole right side is going to be different because instead of filling it in with green wool when we're done, we're going to fill it in with lime wool. So we're going to be doing the opposite on this side. So for that, we need to grab our green because we're going to go down here and we're just going to go ahead and fill this little area with 3 green wools. Then we're going to move to the right, and you guys see this black wool? Well, now we're going to place 4 going up it and 3 going down, and then we're going to fill this in with lime at the end. So make sure you guys have this. Once again, let me go over what I just said. In this side, we filled it in with green, and in this side, we're going to fill it in with lime. We're just doing the opposite. So now, let's keep it moving. We're going to grab our green wool, and down here, we're going to place 2 green wools. We're going to go up, and we're going to place 2 more green wools. Then in this block here, we are going to go up by 2 green wools. And on this left side, we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to have 1 diagonal green wool going to the right. Now in this row, we're going to go up by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Then we're going to place 4 green wools in this gap. We're going to go back up here to the top of this 8 green wools, and we're going to go down by 4 green wools. So make sure you guys have that. And oh my god, I forgot to grab the white. So we're going to be building an eye for our little Pascal. So for that, we're going to need our white wool. And we're going to place 4 white wools next to those 4 green wools that we just placed. Then we're going to grab our brown, and we're going to place 2 green wools, or I'm sorry, 2 brown wools. We're going to switch to our black, and we're going to place 2 black wools. And now we're going to place 1 white with a black below, and then 2 brown wools on the right. We're also going to do 2 brown wools on the top and 2 brown wools on the bottom, just like that. Now we're going to switch back to our white. We're going to add 1, whoops, that was too fast. We're going to add 1 white wool in this corner, and then 4 across the top. 1 white wool in this corner. Then we're going to move to the right of it, and we're going to go down by 4 white wools. Then we're going to place a white wool in that corner. we're gonna drop below it, and we're gonna place 4 white walls going to the left. And we're gonna fill in that little square, and that was gonna be his first eye. So now let's grab our green wool, and with our green wool, we're gonna add 3 diagonal green wools on the bottom right side of his eye. Then we're gonna grab our black, and we're gonna place 1 diagonal black wool right there. Now what we're gonna do is that we are gonna place 1 lime wool above this green, and then above that lime, we're gonna place 3 diagonal green wools, just like that. Then what we're gonna do is that we need to have 5 green wools going to the left now. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 2 green wools on the top, and then on the bottom left, we're gonna have 2 green wools going to the left. So let me just go over that again, because I know that was kind of a lot. So what we're gonna be doing is that, remember, we're gonna add this 1 lime. And then above that line, we're going to have 3 diagonal green wools going up and to the left. And then after those 3 diagonal green wools, we're going to place 5 green wools to the left with 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Now we're going to go up here, and in the middle here, we're going to add 3 green wools going to the right. Now we're going to shimmy to the right here. And what we're going to do is that off of this point, we need to have 3 green wools going down. So 1, 2, 3, and I know this is a complicated build, but there's so many like blocks of detail scattered around. So like if you do this, you know, like you're a Pitchler pro, like you got this. So I know this isn't easy. All right, so let's continue. Let's grab our white wool, and to the right of this green wool, we're gonna place 3 white wools. Then we're gonna go down. We're gonna place 1 white wool, and then on the right of that, we're also gonna place 3 white wools. So you're left with something that looks like this. Almost looks like a stretched out letter M. So now let's grab our brown. We're going to place 2 brown wools, and then a white below that brown. To the right of that white, you're going to place 2 brown wools, just like that. Now we're going to grab our black, and we're going to add 2 diagonal black wools. Below this black, we're going to add 1 lime, and then 1 black. So make sure you guys have this. Let's take a step back, pause it if you need to. And now what we're going to do next is that we got to start building his big happy smile. You know, it's iconically his. So let's grab our red wool. And what we're going to do is that you guys see these 2 green wools that we had going up. Well, right above this, we're going to place 9 red wools, going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 9. Now we're going to move back to the left like a little typewriter. We're going to go ding, and now we're going to go to the left. And then here we're going to place 6 red wools. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to drop down. We're going to skip 2 blocks. And then on the 3rd and the 4th block, we're going to add 2 red wools. Now we are going to grab our pink. And we're going to add 2 pink wools going to the right of those 9 pinks, and then above them. Let me start over that again. We're going to have 9 red wools, then 2 pink wools to the right of those 9 reds, and then above those 2 pinks, we're going to place 2 reds. Then we're going to grab our pink again. We're going to go here, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to drop down. We're going to go to this gap, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to drop down, and starting right here in the first pink that we see, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's take a big step back. I know that was confusing. This is honestly a really tough pixel art, even though it doesn't look it, because there's just so many blocks. But now what we're going to do is that we're going to go ahead and fill it in with some lime. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll be right back. And there we go, we have finished building our lovely friend Pascal from Tangled. If you guys enjoyed building this little chameleon, please go ahead and click that like button, subscribe if you haven't, go ahead and click that notification bell so you're notified when we post a new video. Tell me what you want me to build down in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon in the next video.